welcome everyone. Welcome back to BONK Update today, and we're also opened up today for August private entry. If you want to do that, make sure you join. There's a time until the end of the month for you to join August entry if you want to get some signals and some calls out there. So you can do that as well. And here it is today. So crypto, for quite some time nowadays, it's going according to how crypto wants to go. If you notice, there's so much drama, so much drama, and Ethereum number one is pumping really high. Bitcoin on the other hand is moving sideways. You have Pepe now that is actually pumping. You have BONK on the other hand that is actually moving sideways. So what used to move together now is moving separately, because when BONK used to pump, Pepe used to pump alongside, like with the very same speed. When Bitcoin used to pump, Ethereum used to pump together. But now it's different. Everything is moving according to their own mood, I may say. But here it is. Last time that I made an update, I said that there's this trend line. And the trend line here is that is the place where BONK is trying to get up to. So basically, it might actually just want to move a little bit higher, maybe to 36, 39, maybe even 3700. Eventually touch it and fall all the way to the downside. That's just my opinion about it. So prices are sideways, and it will remain sideways for quite some time. I think you have hit a very big resistance as well. Now tomorrow, we're going to start a new week, and I actually want to go on to the weekly time frame here and actually see what exactly BONK is doing. Now there is a very good news about what BONK has done, and that is in the next 5 hours you have actually, this a BONK that is having 3 white soldiers. Okay, so 3 white soldiers mean that we're not done just yet. We're not done. So this is one of the biggest hint that there's going to be a little bit of a red here, maybe even drop down to 2412. Now don't get me wrong, and even if you do this, you may actually be bullish, right? Now number one, take example where you had this one green candle. Even this was 3 white soldiers, and that's the reason why you had one huge green to the upside. And now if you close green like this in the next 5 hours, which is very highly likely to do so, then you will still be bullish. And for the EMAs, you can see that the EMAs, we may actually move sideways, right? Maybe make some drops even to 2700, move sideways a little bit. The EMAs can actually come up a little bit to catch up with the prices, and as soon as the EMAs get touched here, you may actually start to explode again. And just for the sake of 3 white soldiers, that means we may still have one more move back up to 4100, if not any higher. But at least we have a guarantee based off the 3 white soldiers that 4090 is going to happen. So when is it going to happen? You never know, right? You never know. It could even be that next week you continue to go to the upside, right? Just like you had 3 white soldiers and then you went to the upside. But normally when you have 3 white soldiers, what you do is the next candles become green, and even next week after that, that means after next week, the following week, you can have another sideways movement, dojis, and then on the 3rd week you actually start to go back up again, because we're, of course, obviously, keep in mind, we're looking at the weekly time frame, right? So that's the weekly. That is a very positive sign, of course, and that is going to influence what happens on the 4-hour time frame, what happens on the daily time frame. So let's actually do one thing. Let's go on the daily, and we do have EMA crossing on the daily time frame. Right, so the daily time frame, I think it could still do something where it touches the 10. You can see that the uptrend is still strong in here. It's not a very bad uptrend, but there's one thing, and that is you still, don't forget, you still came back to this resistance line, and that is the area that I showed you before. This is still a resistance. Nonetheless, it's a resistance, right? And there's a lot of reason for BONK to go down. So the lowest that I can see BONK retracing down to is 2654, and I'm going to tell you why 26.54, and maybe bounce off from 25.55, maybe bounce off here and then go back up again. So let's talk about why do I think that. Now, the last time you got rejected here, that's exactly where you dropped down to, and then the second time you got rejected, that's exactly where you went down to. The third time you got rejected, you went down to that place, you lost the support, and then you continue even lower, right? So there's this idea, right? It's just an idea that whenever you get rejected at that resistance, you're probably having chances of going down to 25.82. And one more thing is that 25.82 is going to be this support right over here with this break that has already happened, and that's the reason why when you touch that price here, that's a massive support. And by this time you're going to take a lot of stop losses, and then again, when you remember the weekly 3 white soldiers, then on the weekly, just for the sake of the weekly, we might actually see the prices going back up again, eventually breaking that 4100 in the future. But then again, these are all ideas, these are all concepts, but as time passes by, we will get to know what happens. So that's it for the future in this video as well, and I'm going to see you in the next one. Love is.